Living the dream.
Oh, I'm a tight swinger, mate.
And he gets to see my face every week, so I mean, how lucky is he? Absolute professionals at this. We do put it on YouTube.
I'm genuinely impressed, mate. Genuinely impressed.
Edit that. We'll cut that bit out.
Good evening, Andy.
Good evening, Leon. How are you doing?
Yeah, not bad.
Happy Dad Tales Day.
Happy Dad Tales Day, my friend.
Season 2, episode 45.
Boo-roo.
Boo-roo. Like that one. Any reason in particular? It was just boo-rooed me?
No, but I've been listening to another podcast, and they're they're from New Zealand, and they like say boo-roo and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm quite I'm easily influenced. Like if someone starts using the same word over and over again, that I'll easily just pick. Like some people go on holidays, start like hang around with some Scousers, and they come back with this big Scouse.
Yeah.
I'm one of them. I'm not saying I'd come back with a Scouse accent. But I'd probably pick up, if they used a word...
If you went to Spain and come back with a Scouse
accent. No, but people do. I used to know kids who would go away and they'd been away for 2 weeks and come back and proper I'm like, you've been with them for 2 weeks. But I'm more like, if they'll use a phrase, I'll steal that phrase.
Yeah.
And I quite like, if they say something like, I don't know, what up blood?
Boo-roo.
What up blood? I'm like, what up blood? Do you know what I mean? I'll pick that sort of thing up. Not necessarily the accent.
You are heavily influenced, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's interesting, because me and Andy have been playing Battleships today, and whenever she hit my boat, she's going, Zoo! Because she says the boys at school do it.
Yeah.
How's your week been?
Good.
Phenomenal, I thought you was going to say. Has it been warm enough for you?
Yeah, it's been good.
You like it?
I don't mind the heat. I'm not one of these that moan that it's too hot. I can go, oh, God, it's hot. But I'm not going to be like, oh, God, it's hot, I can't go. Because it's going to be freezing. Well, hang on. It's raining, it's cold now.
Yeah, it's proper British weather. Isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
This week's been proper British. The weather has done me favours this week, though. How my week's gone. I'll just jump in, because I've just asked, well, your week's been, but I'm just going to overtake you. So obviously Tuesday and Wednesday was it Tuesday and Wednesday?
No, Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, calm down a bit Wednesday, didn't it? It was Ellie's graduation on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And it was probably about right. It was sunny, but not too hot. And it wasn't really sunny. We missed the rain. There was little squirts of rain. Missed that. And it was spot on.
Yeah,
you just got right, because...
Oh, that, I'm not saying it's the pomp, but like... Ellie's got to wear a gown, she's got to wear a hat, you got to go get dressed, you get trips around.
Photographs, you
got to be sweaty right now. Because I remember both mine, I think one of them was warmer than the other.
Both? Oh, good at you.
Oh, bloody me. But I remember the first one, I think it was a bit of a cold day. It was quite comfortable. I remember the second time, we were just like, oh, God. And because it's like, second time we're doing it, I'm like, oh, God. I want to get done.
It's just so educated.
No, I just want to get home. Because first time, my dad... Amy came, my mum came, everyone kissed our kid. Second time, it was me and my mum. Like, come on, let's go. Get back. I've already done this once.
It is pomp, innit?
Yeah, I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's got a place. Like, like I said, the pomp, like, is the thing, but I think it's like it's very Americanism. Don't get me wrong.
It is, but it's something that's been in this country for years.
Yeah. But I think we make more of a deal of it than we ever have done.
Yeah, there's very much tradition of it, but it is a lot about the cap and gown and photos. And I think there was one person that didn't wear a cap and gown, and that's up to them. I don't know. I didn't ask.
Why are you not wearing a cap and gown?
What if they say I'm poor and I can't? Because you have to pay for it. You pay all them tuition fees, and then have to pay your rent for your cap and gown. There was a lot of people that didn't go, and that's their choice. People have got other things on and work, and it's got to time where holidays and stuff in it.
Which I get, but you very rarely can do it more than once.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like the first time I did it, I was like, right, let's get this done, all shabam, all bells and whistles and stuff like that. So I was like, let's do this. And then on the second one, I was just like, let's just sort of get it done. And
do you know what was really harsh? So they called them out so many at a time, and then they went on stage, called the name. No scrolls or all like that, which I thought you got like a scroll. They just literally called the name, they walked across stage and got them off. There was no stopping, wave. Well, some people waved, but there was no... One guy did go on and do the old Sue in the middle of the stage. Nice. So did that. Then there was a woman there was a dame, and obviously, she made a bit of a speech and stuff. Then they had a second lot of people that came on. I thought was really harsh was that once they'd seen who they'd come see, they were leaving. For the last ones that was there,
Oh, I hear that.
there was probably, and I'm not joking, there was probably a third of the audience left.
Yeah.
And I thought, these people sat all the way through
Yours, yeah. Do you know what? I don't know, this is completely different, but when I used to do like swimming galas, or I used to run swimming galas in my previous job, even when I was competing, my biggest pet peeve was, especially when I got a lot older, the adults are like last, or the 16, 17 are last, if that makes sense. So everyone's there all day long, and I've had to be there from the beginning of the meet because you can't not be there early.
Yeah.
And it comes to my race, I'm probably one of the last races, and it's probably one of the better races to watch because we're all quite fast, we're all quite competitive, it's very close and tight, if that makes sense. But the balcony's empty, everyone's gone.
Yeah.
And I just think, I don't think it's rude, but I just think it's an event. I appreciate you come to watch your child, I get that, but
just get it in your mind that you're there.
My parents and things have cheered up. And I think even when I was younger, I don't think we just did it and disappeared sort of thing. I always remember like hanging around and staying camaraderie with the rest of the swim team and stuff like that, and having a laugh and a joke. And sort of like, I think my coach always said, no, we've come as a team, we stay as a team. Just because you're done doesn't mean you get to go. So I hate that when people just leave because theirs is done.
In that situation as well, it was rude. And people weren't, but there's, people making a speech, there's people walking on stage, having their moment. They've worked hard for 3 years, some 4 years. They've got to do like a
top up and master,
pre-year or what. Yeah, there was people that had done masters, somebody had done a doctorate. So they'd been there all that time, and people couldn't be bothered just to wait for another 20, 30 minutes, just sit in the seat. And then because it's in like a cinema style, you've then got to disrupt the row
to get out
as you get out and stuff. So I thought that was a bit tight.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's tight that, because when we did ours, obviously they had scrolls, but what it was we was sort of like, you came onto the stage, they handed you a scroll one hand, you shook hands with the other hand, took the scroll, and then as you came off the stage, you dropped into a bucket, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then someone grabbed the load and then given back to the person on the stage, and then she was never without a scroll. But whoever was here kept replenishing the box she was taking them out of.
Yeah.
So she kept passing. So it was like a conveyor belt type thing. And I thought, like, we was handing over, and there wasn't like a photo, but it was more like a congratulations, thank you, well
nice
done.
Touch,
and I walked off of it and then dropped it in the thing.
It may have been because of obviously things like COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
Less shaking hands, the better, maybe. That's probably what it was. And it sounds awful, but just getting them in and getting them out.
Yeah.
They've had the moment and stuff. Got scammed with her pictures.
Scammed?
Well, I say scammed. She just wanted one professional picture that was done. So went into the hotel where you collect your gown and stuff. Went in. What's the smallest package? Oh, we'll do this one. It's 30 quid. Right, no worries. We'll sort that out. Oh, and by the way, it's going to cost you 7 quid to have it postage and packaged. Why didn't you mention that to start with?
Okay, just print it now for me.
Well, you couldn't see the pictures either.
So you didn't know you're going to get?
No.
So you could like be looking wrong way, Smith.
You could have a squinter. They took 2 or 3, so you'd hopefully there's going to be one of them that's decent.
Not with me, there's not.
But yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, but, I mean, this is what I'm saying. When I say the pomp, everything is someone trying to get some money out of something else, and it's your special day. Like you say,
the gowns.
You've been through the whole of the thing. Come on, the university can have their own storage of cap and gown. They do it every pissing year.
Yeah,
so why can't they invest in, I don't know, 100, put them in storage, bring them out, instead of having a company come in and you charge by the company?
Yeah. But it was a good day.
Yeah,
nice.
Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm all for it in the fact that it's... Because it's very, like I said, it's very American, but I think it's something to be proud of. All that time you've done and stuff like that. Yeah,
for me, that's what college is about. Obviously, there's trying to bring this type of stuff into like primary school.
This is where I disagree.
Yeah,
that's very stupid American. Like you know, they get like people like I shouldn't be really because thinking about someone showing a picture of their like 4-year-old, they've graduated nursery. I'm like, put that phone away. I don't want to see that. I get you're proud. I was proud of my kids left nursery. I was proud of my kids generate whatever progressed, but I don't want to see a photo of you.
Well, this is an unwritten rule, though. This isn't it. This is a genuine thing. Nobody cares about other people's kids.
Oh no.
And we do a podcast about
parents. See, we're educating other parents. Stop doing it.
Yeah, please stop doing it.
Because outside of family, like I don't think anybody at my work, they'll probably be nice and say, "Oh, how was the kids?" or "What's the thing?" and take a genuine interest in, like I said at the football tournament at the weekend. So then my assistant manager was like, "Oh, how did the kids get on?" Brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
Did you get your photos?
No. But and I said, "Oh, do you know what I mean? We've got to send me stuff like that." But he's like, "Oh, obviously they're thereabouts." I was like, "Yeah." That was it. There was no like, "Oh, here's him kicking a ball. Here's him defending. Because he's just been nice. It's not. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to show. Whereas my mum, I'd be like, "Oh, look, here's the kid. Do you know what I mean? He's doing this." Or and maybe not you, because you would appreciate it either. But do you know what I mean? Like family.
I've got pictures on my phone of like Andy having a first poo on a potty and stuff like that. Nobody else wants to see that, do they? But it's a proud moment.
Yeah,
It's a moment that you capture. But I ain't going to go start showing people in the street. "Oh, look, your child's clever." Yeah, they are. Look at this. Look at this crap that they did.
And look at the roughage in there. Good day. Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that. How's your week been anyway?
Yeah, steady away. Like I say, we had a football tournament on Sunday. That was all right. I tell you what. Obviously I've got hypertension. It's no thing. I'm on medication. So every year I've got to have a test done to make sure, blood test to make sure the medication that they're on to my kidneys and things like that to make sure I'm all right and stuff. Blood pressure's all right. It was slightly high, but obviously it's always been high. I'm not worried about that. She was, but I wasn't. But my cholesterol's high.
Oh,
she gave me a right telling off.
What, the nurse?
Yeah. She was like, "You need to sort your cholesterol." I was like, "What is it?" She went, "Oh, it's 5.8. And I was like, "Well, that's not bad. We need to keep it under 5. So, do you know what I mean? That didn't help the situation. She was like,
"Mr. Know-it-all."
Yeah, she was like, "No, you need to make a change." And I was like, "Okay, what sort of change?" She said, "Well, let's start. What's your diet like?" And I was like, "Well, it's like everyone else's. It could be better." She's like, "Well, you need to stop eating takeaways." I was like, yeah, I don't eat too many, but do you know what I mean? My diet could be better. Do you eat cheese? I was like, "Yeah, I eat cheese. I mean, I like cheese. We need to stop eating cheese." I was like, "All right." "Do you eat chocolate?" I was like, "Well, now and then." Do you know what I mean? She's like, "Right, well, you need to make a change. I want to see you in 3 months and I want to see a change." And I was like, "All right."
Angry.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Do you drink alcohol?" And I was like, "Yes." And she went, "What, every night?" And I was like, "Not every, but if I feel like I want one, I'll have one. I'm not, do you know what I mean? I won't say no, but if it's weather's nice or we're having I'll have one."
If the weather's rubbish, I'll have one.
Like, yeah. And she's like, "Well, when do you drink?" And I said, "Well, predominantly Friday, Saturday, Sunday." And she's like, "What, how much?" I was like, "Well, I'd probably drink a week's worth in a night if I was like Friday." If I'm being honest, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to lie, am I?
Get you. Look at me, I'm a right drinker.
No, she was like, "You need to stop that." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, but
I like it.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, I get that." Do you know what I mean?
Did you say, "Let's revisit this cheese issue"?
Yeah, it's got back a little bit. And she's like, "What's your veg and fruit intake like?" I was like, "I could do with eating more." Do you know what I mean? I eat plenty of apples and stuff, and different sort of mood I'm in. Because if I'm
apples, cider.
Yeah, if I'm not in a great mood, I'll eat rubbish. Do you know what I mean? She's like, "Right, you need to get it sorted, and I want to see you in 3 months." And the blood went home and had a beer. I was like, "What? She's come here." I don't think I'm not. Like Friday night, I got absolutely steaming. Saturday night, absolutely steaming. I had a takeaway on Saturday night.
You've listened, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm taking it seriously. Don't you worry.
It'll start Monday.
No, well, yeah. And
put that cheese sandwich down.
Yeah, I sorted out a trick the cholesterol test.
Right. But that's not going to help your health,
No,
is it?
No, it's not. But I can at least get her off my back for a bit.
Get through this next test.
Because what it is, so whenever you have your blood test done...
Is this something we should be telling people?
We're
here to help.
Yeah, I mean, like...
If you like cheese and beer.
To an extent, I know it sort of works, but like, say I had a blood test on Monday, and I had a heavy weekend of drinking and takeaways and things like that, then I'm going to make me liver and everything's going to producing really bad cholesterol because my kidneys have been working overtime and my bloodstreams try and fight off all the cholesterol and break it all down, things like that.
Yeah.
So if I go clean 2 weeks and have a really good high intake of thinking, my bad cholesterol will drop, my blood cholesterol will increase. But did you know, she only told me my total cholesterol. Now I don't know if my good cholesterol's through the roof, my bad cholesterol is low. She didn't tell me which because bloody hell, if my bad cholesterol's 5.8, I should be on a gurney right now.
She probably didn't tell you because you know everything.
Yeah, I'm super duper. I know what I'm talking about. It didn't help I was telling her all about my blood pressure because she was like, oh, that's fine. I was like, because I've never seen this doctor before. So there's 2 nurses that I see for me, my checkups and my bloods and things like that. And I have a really good laugh with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, they know what I do for a living, and obviously they know I've got a bit of knowledge behind exercise referral and things like that. So I do sort of know it's like anything.
You do know how to beat the system.
How to work around the areas.
That's what you're saying.
I'm coming to see them, so I'm right, let's clean things up for a week because I've got a test coming up.
Can you manage 2 weeks?
I don't know, that's my problem. I've got worse since then. But yeah, so I've never met this lady before, and she wasn't a friend of mine. She didn't get a Christmas card.
She's gone in hard, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's proper gone. But like, she's like, because like every time I've been seeing doctors and stuff like that, my systolic, which is your initial blood flow away from the heart, it's always been like 130. Sometimes I'll get it down to 125. Really, we should be working for 120/80. And my systolic, which is the return blood flow, I don't think I've ever had it below 90. Do you know what I mean? That's why I put me on a blood thinner to try and get it go below 90. So it does hover around 90. And it was at 87. And I was like, whoa, God, 125/87. I was like, I'll take that. And she was like, that's not good. And I was like, yeah, but it is for me, considering my blood pressure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've been working on this for so long, working hard, not knocking the alcohol out. But yeah, but you should.
I did my blood pressure just the other day. 139/95.
Yeah, you need to get that down. Come on a health kick with me. What I don't want to do, I completely agree. I need to curb things because there's having fun and then there's abusing my body. There's 2 different things. But I don't want to fall over tomorrow and then go, oh, okay, I missed out on that takeaway.
Do you know what as well? I've
not lived my life.
I wouldn't say... No, I would probably say I'm a binge drinker. So, like, tonight, I could have had a drink, but thought I'm not, because it's Monday. But, like, on Friday, I just bought 4 beers. I just thought I'm just going to have 4 nice cold beers, finish the week off. Then 4 beers have gone, and I'm looking around thinking,
where's the paint stripper?
What's next?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm big time.
And that's my problem, I think, is that if I don't have a drink, I'm all right. But then when I do, I'm like... And not that I go stupid, but I'm always like, if I get a bottle of wine, I'll need 2.
Yeah.
Because the first one goes down quite quick, and I'm going, oh
my God, now.
Yeah.
I'm the exact same.
It's nothing worse than dragging yourself to corner shop with in your pyjamas.
The amount of times I had to go to London is unbelievable. Well, yeah, so that's been my week. I got to tell enough by doctor.
Well, this leads us very nicely onto this week's topic, because we spoke about this the other week. So this is a bucket list.
Yeah.
So before that cholesterol goes through the roof, we've done a bucket list, but we've done a bucket list for each other. Because it'd be boring just to pick my bucket list and tell you everything that I wish and hope and dream for.
Yes.
And vice versa. So we've done one for each other, and I've done my homework this week for you.
Well done, mate.
Finally. So we've picked 5 things that I believe...
I've got 6, would you believe?
Oh, have you got... Because you're always bigger and better, aren't you?
I don't know, I've got 6. We did agree on 5.
Yeah. Well, I've gone 5.
But the last one's a bonus one there, because I wouldn't mind doing that myself. So the last one's a bonus.
So could the last one be on both of our lists?
As in, like, let's do it together type thing.
Well, I don't know. It depends what it is.
Docking. Got that out.
I'm not going dogging. Not with you. So are we titting for tatting?
Yeah, you can do.
So I've gone on this, and mine, I would have said, well, 3 out of my 5 are experiences that I think would be in your interest to do. And you may have done one of these, or 2 of these maybe, but it's not something I know. So if I don't know, then I do apologise. But I'm going to start off. I'm going to start off with my experiences first, and then I'm going to go very personal.
Okay.
So my first one is to dine in a 5-star restaurant.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't think I've... Only because I'm a tight northern and refuse to pay.
Like a proper Michelin 5-star gusto, do you call them gusto? Whatever they are. A posh place. You have to get dressed up, and you have about 7 courses.
Yeah.
And everything's tiny, innit?
Yeah. If you're wasted, I'd be like, where's the rest of it? But like, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's something, as an experience, I think you'd get a lot from. Because you like eating.
I do, I love eating.
And I'd like to see...
Stop the cholesterol out.
Have a plate of butter and cheese, please.
Yeah, the place.
18 bottles.
Oh, yeah, I might actually do that.
What do you mean you might do it? This is your
I've
bucket
got
list.
to do it.
This is-
have I?
Well,
Are you going to come back in like a year's time and go, right, I want to know if you do my bucket list?
we're reviewing this.
Okay.
I think it's things to work
It
towards.
cost me a bloody fortune. Can I go on my own?
It might.
I'll tell you why. My bucket list, love, not yours.
Table for one, please. Go on.
My first one for you to do, once again I think it's achievable, is arrange a massive water balloon fight with friends and family.
Yeah, we sort of did this,
I
didn't
know,
we? the other week?
but it reminded me then when I was looking for things, I thought, oh yeah, because you mentioned that you, as a kid, you never really did it. I said, well, but we should like just, you organise it, meet at West Park, such and such, be there, be square.
Yeah.
Bring as much water and as much balloons.
We was on about this, weren't we? Because we said, like, when it snows, I've just got into, like, random snowball fights with people.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And then it just disperses, doesn't it? You just kind of go, oh, we're throwing it off now.
Off we go.
Let's go find
If you've
someone
got some on, like, on the socials, say, right, we're meeting here this time, bring as much water and devices as you can,
Yeah.
and you're on your own.
I suppose that's like a colour run type thing, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
colour run
yeah,
started.
yeah. Big, massive water fight.
Yeah, like it. Right, my second one is to visit one of the 7 wonders.
What are the I know.
Right.
Oh.
Don't ask me what they are.
Right.
And I didn't even know whether there was 7. Because you always hear this thing, is that the 8th wonder?
Well,
Like Andre the Giant, like the 8th
Yeah, but I think
wonder.
the 8th wonder's like, it's not a thing, so therefore they're the next.
Yeah, which made me think,
I think
is
I
there
have.
7 or is there 8? There's like Machu Picchu, isn't there?
Yeah, the pyramids are one of the wonders of the world.
Yeah. In the Grand Canyon?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, Machu Picchu, which is another set of pyramids, but they're in Peru, aren't they?
Yeah. That big
Niagara Falls.
pyramid in Brazil. That
No, you're on about Christ Medina. That'll be a wonder
yeah,
of the world.
is that,
right?
yeah. Is
That's
that
not a
one?
pyramid, is it? It's
No.
a statue in it.
Yeah, I think that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That big thing.
Christ Medina. Eiffel Tower be a wonder of the world.
No, it's not a wonder, is it? It's just a bit of scaffolding.
Well, I might have to find out what the 7 wonders of the world are.
Yeah,
Okay.
achievable, I think.
Yeah.
Something obviously maybe to move further down the line,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah,
quite like that. So your next one is to walk in to an airport and buy the next flight that's leaving in Europe. So no matter where it's going, you buy the ticket for that flight in Europe.
this
I
is
kept
not-
it to Europe because I thought, get in there and go, right, you're going to Alaska. Oh, brilliant. But I thought in Europe, if you just take a case with you,
I don't need to ask her for.
but I thought, keep it to Europe. Next, so you were there, checking desk, right, I want to book the next flight available to destination
Yeah,
Europe.
I think that's pretty cool. That. And I think a lot of people are doing a lot of solo travelling, aren't
The next flight out in Europe, just to Gatwick.
they? Yeah, Newcastle. I like that one. It's a good one. So, similar theme, fly first class.
Oh, nice.
Fly first class. I mean, first class is expensive.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of them things that if you can, at some point in life, just to experience that. I've got friends that have been to like Dubai and you see them on aeroplane, you're like, man, that looks cool. I don't really know what the difference is between business and first class.
That
Does it
is,
depend on
the
what?
business is...
Is business our first class?
Yeah.
And is first class like American?
Yeah. Yeah, if I business or economy, don't you?
Right.
And business is first class.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you've got your own little pod.
I think.
I mean, I've seen these people that fly that cost like 20 grand for a flight and you get a shower,
Yeah, but I think...
a chef and stuff like that.
I'm sure on like the big massive airlines that go to like Singapore and all them lot, you get your own beds anyway, even if you're not business. Like, I think your chair potentially does recline into a, I don't know.
I think, yeah, they are more comfortable because you're paying that extra. But yeah, top class.
Oh, I like that.
Do it.
So next one for you is treat a complete stranger to a meal. And that can be treat someone to a McDonald's, that can be treat someone to in a restaurant. Just walk up to someone and say, I want to buy
Can I just
you
pay
something."
their meal? Do I have to sit with them and eat it?
But it's up to you. I don't know. It depends what sort of mood you want to be in. I mean, you can do that buy forwards thing, can't you? Is it buy back, something they call it?
Pay it forwards.
Yeah,
So,
where
yeah.
you buy the person behind you in the queue and stuff like that. Which I think that's sort of that, but I think that's like anonymity. you don't know who that person is and have gone, if that makes sense. Whereas I think it's actually find a stranger and just say, look, I want to buy you some food.
Yeah.
Not in a creepy, hey lovely, I want to buy you some food. But like, you know, just some randomer. And you don't have to be like someone who's down on the luck or whatever. just anybody and say, look.
Stuff like that, I like. Stuff like that where people film it for likes.
Oh yeah,
I don't like.
No, I don't want you to come back to me and go, hey, guess what? I guess this on you. This is your it's your thing to do. Doesn't have to be publicised or whatever.
I like it.
Say, have you done it? And you go, yeah, I've done it. And that's fine. It's on you if you've done it or you haven't done it.
I like it. Number 4 for you: play in a chess tournament. Like a face-to-face chess tournament, not something online. With somebody. I think you like your chess.
Yeah.
I think that competitive edge. I'd like to see this.
Flip table. He's cheating.
Yeah, I think that's a very different way of challenging yourself, pressure-wise, than probably anything that you've ever done.
Yeah.
And I know that you play online and stuff, or against a computer or whatever it is that you do. But you've got, I don't know, it's very different when you're eyeballing somebody.
Well, it's twice as hard playing over the board. So it's called, if you're playing it in person, it's called over the board. And if you play online, it's obviously playing online. But it's harder to play over the board because your visual differences change. Like, as a kid, all I played was over the board. So then when I came online, I was like, oh, I'm struggling to see how things are. And I know a person who, because they play online and your knight, the horse's face is turned to the left, if that makes sense. Yeah. So when he's playing over the board, he has to turn the face of the horse to the left. So if I'm playing over the board, my horse's head's facing towards you over the board.
Right, yeah.
But he has to turn the heads that way.
That's how he sees it.
That's how he sees it on the computer, and it blows his mind because obviously visually looking at, because you're always looking at tactics, moves, and things like that, and you're always thinking ahead. But because you've been doing so much online, your visual perception's different. So when you're looking at something, you're like, "Oh, Christ, that looks weird."
Yeah.
It's crazy how different it is.
Yeah, I kind of get that. That's your number 4.
Your number 4, skydive.
Oh,
do a skydive.
I'd much rather do a skydive than a bungee.
Yeah. I mean, neither float my boat. Like my kid used to love doing bungee jumps. So I mean, he used to go nuts for him, and my missus doing a skydive. Like I say, never really took my fancy.
Do you know what I've always fancied? Wing walking.
Yeah, same again, not fussed.
The only reason with that is because it's just different. And I don't genuinely think I know anybody personally that's done it.
No.
But I think with that, you have to actually climb out.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you don't actually like start on the wing, do you?
No, bloody hell, imagine taking gripping on taking a wing big day like we're going on charge. Right now, stand up. I dare stand up.
I mean, I don't know whether that's worse than, because when you get out of a plane, obviously you're with somebody, aren't you? It's a tandem dive. So you're kind of relying on them to do the pushing effectively, aren't you?
If I'm being honest, I don't think they're going to go, right, you want to know Sky? Yeah, okay, right, we're going to take you up. Right, I get out there, mate. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to tell you what to do and you go for training and stuff. You're there and you go, right, how are you getting, mate?
Where's the door?
Yeah, what am I doing? What's going on?
No, I get that. But even to have the kahunas to stand in your seat, and I get that you clocked in and all that, but yeah, skydive. I'm up for that.
Nice.
Your 5th and final one is to swim the channel.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, I'd love to do it. I just don't think it's in me.
It is in you, because I know how stubborn and determined you can be. And I think this is a good one. Again, you're going to have to devote a lot of time to it, so it's not something that you're going to do maybe now. No. But you know yourself, you could stop swimming for 2 years, get back in the water and be able to swim. And again, like you just said with skydiving, you get trained, you get a crew, don't you? It's not just you get in at Dover and go, fuck up, is anybody looking?
Watch out for that ferry coming across.
Hey, Mr. Lifeguard, look at that over there.
Here I go. Yeah, I've said for I don't know how long, because what I wanted to do as well, if I ever did swim channel, that then sort of opened up that I wanted to do the triathlon, innit? So you swim from Dover to Calais, you then cycle from Calais to
Dover.
Paris, and then you run from Paris to, I can't think where it is, like you run south.
Oh, nice.
So I do like a triathlon. We start in England and finish, I think you might go, it's Paris, I know Paris is quite central, but I think you might run like into Italy or something like that. So you do like 3 countries on the 3-leg thing. But anyway, yeah. But hang on, let's swim it first before I start thinking about then going on a crazy run.
I've just swum, what is it, 26 mile? 22 miles, something across John.
Yeah.
I've just swum that. Where's my bike?
Let me go for a cycle. Where's my runners?
Where did I leave my bike lock? Who's got my key?
But
Towel?
I think, I won't mind doing that. I'll have to say I've because I think there's got to be very, very few people that have actually swum the channel.
Yeah, that's something that you could do, though. I'm not a bad swimmer, but that's definitely not something I could do.
I don't know if I could.
I think you could. Because don't you have to prove that you can swim 10 miles or something like that?
I think you can swim 22 miles. I think you've got to prove you can do the whole bloody thing.
Yeah. Because then you obviously got to get a crew and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get a guy in a fishing trawler.
Because as daft as it sounds, just because you can swim 10 miles, it's like a marathon, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you do the first 20 miles and you go, got this. Then that last 10k is like, where's my legs gone? What's happened to me? Do you know what I mean?
I do the first 2 miles and go, I'm going to win. I'm going to watch me overtake all these people.
Yeah, I think it was David Williams or someone. He swam Thames, didn't he?
He swam Channel as well.
He swam Channel. But like, you have to swim on your back for loads of it. Just like take on food and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can't just stop and you can't grab all the...
There's certain things that you're allowed to do, isn't there? So you can... I think there is stops that you can do. I don't know. Because you've got to watch jellyfish and swimming lines... not swimming lines. The ferry and stuff like that, haven't you? Got to make sure you stay in your lane.
Like racing Jesse across like that.
You're going, oh, it's QE2 there.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is, it's the busiest shipping lane.
Yeah.
Is it, I want to say in the world? Is it one of the
It's definitely the busiest shipping lane from England to France.
Yeah, it is.
Right, what's my fifth one?
So your fifth and final one is visit every football stadium in Yorkshire or in the Premier League when you go do it. In a wanna.
In a wanna?
So you either go...
Like swimming?
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you do it in a car or something, but you pick out where all the football teams, all the football grounds in Yorkshire are. Yorkshire's quite a big area to cover. Or you go, right, I want to do all the Premier League teams. Now, if you do all the Premier League teams, that's pretty much you can go breadth of country up and down. Because you can go right from Newcastle to London to anything in between.
Brighton.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, so you can go up and down. Whereas Yorkshire, it's still going to be a lot of mileage because you're talking, you're going all the way from like Barnsley, down in the heart of other side of West Yorkshire, things like that. And then you're coming right across to East Yorkshire, like Scarborough and stuff like that.
Yeah. Scarborough just got relegated. They're not in league.
No, but every
football, what, even like...
Goaltown, a lot.
God, Ferriby and all that.
Yeah.
I like that one. I do like, whenever I'm out and I'm near a football stadium, I tend to go to it.
Yeah.
Just because I quite like just sort of seeing them, seeing what
he's the flip on that is, in a season, try and get to every away stadium. If you're a Man United fan, I'm not saying go watch Man United play them teams, but in that season, go visit all them stadiums in that. So you could go watch Chelsea versus Brighton or whatever.
Yeah. I think I've only ever been to one away game. One Man United away game. And that was Norwich. We played in a football tournament in Norwich and it was part of it that we went to go watch that game, which was pretty cool. I think that's only ever... And it wasn't like we sat in away crowd.
No,
we just sat in like whatever stand we was in. So what's the one that you had left?
Yeah, just a random one which I thought was quite funny to do. So in a city, jump in a taxi and yell, "Follow that car!" And just do it random. I think that's quite a good thing to do.
Yeah.
And see if driver follows that car.
Yeah, you couldn't do that in an Uber, could you?
No.
Do you know, I've never been in an Uber.
I have.
There's a lot of things that... I've never been to races.
You have?
I haven't. Not the horse races. Been to dogs.
Yeah.
Never been to horses. It was only a couple of months ago I'd had my first Domino's. There's a lot of things that are like...
Yeah, we had this conversation about films and stuff because you're terrible for it.
I know, I am. Big time terrible.
Have you ever hailed a taxi cab?
No. But this is something that I did want to talk to you about stuff that we don't see anymore. Oh, no, I think I have. I've been with my parents in London when you just go...
Yeah, I did it in London. So we went to watch them. We came out of a theatre. We'd been watching Billy Elliot. So we came out and we had to get to somewhere in a certain time frame. And, I mean, there's black cabs go back and forth. And I said, big whistle, real loud, taxi! And the taxi just went, woof, and did like a big U-It run, and I was like, and like
power!
I was it proper like surprised me to the fact that this cabbie just obeyed what I hollered. And I was like, wow. I genuinely thought I'd shout taxi and I'd go, fuck off, you bloody tourist.
What's your unpopular opinion this week?
Do you know what my popular opinion is?
Go on.
Bucket lists.
What? Scrap this episode. Let's cancel it now.
Like, do what you want to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you not think though?
Put it's nice pressure on.
It's
I
nice
get it.
to have something to aim towards though, because I like when people do like mood boards. When people start up businesses and stuff like that, and a lot of like successful people have always said, "This is what I've aimed. This is what I want to achieve." The problem being is then when they achieve it,
what do you do next? This is my whole thing about bucket lists. You put this thing of things. Ooh, I really want to do them things before I kick the can. Right, when you've done them and you're still going, then what? I'll do another bucket list. Well, actually, then first things on bucket list are just things you wanted to do in life.
Yeah, but if you don't have aspirations to which I
get, which is why it's tongue-in-cheek in bucket list.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have, and the ones we've just done there are quite quirky, quite fun thingy, but a lot of people have bucket lists which are just, like, we'll go back to those social media crap. It's a status thing. Oh, I've done this, I've done that, I've been here, I've done that. Look at me, I'm amazing. Do it for yourself. Which is why I said about the meal one. I don't want to know you've done it. Do it for yourself, that you've done something nice for someone else. Don't tell the world. Don't put it on social media, because people don't need to know. And it's the same with like, oh, I want to go do Route 66. I want to do all this. That's great because you want to experience them things. I don't need to know you want to do them things.
This is part of my problem, is why I don't put too much on social media though, because I just don't think anybody cares.
We don't, mate. Don't. They have social media.
The cats, put it back in that bag. It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
well, I think it is. There's a lot of people put stuff, certainly on Facebook, where it's like they'll just make a comment on something. I'm bored. What should I have for my tea?
Yeah.
Where shall I go on holiday this year? Any recommendations for whatever? Just do your own research. You're just looking for people to comment.
Yeah, because people put things on and go, oh, what are the? Oh, I ate such and such. Like, just two-faced. Like someone's two-faced, and you're like, oh, here we go. What's the problem?
Just checked into A&E.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah. Oh my god, what's going on? What's going on?
What's the matter, hun?
Yeah.
DM me, hun.
Whereas, like, you said something a minute ago, and it's like where to go on holiday, recommendations. Right? Why not? In your friend that you got on chat group, so like there's you, me, cousin, and such and such.
Yeah.
Lads, you got any ideas of anything different to go on holiday with? I'm not going to put that out for everybody to comment on, because one, I'm highlighting I'm planning to go with, so come and rob me. Oh, and
then if you've got, say, 10 comments on there, every single one of them is different. How do you pick which one? Because then you're just letting the other people down. I recommended this to you, and you're not even going to go there.
Do you know I hear? And I don't go in it very often. But someone will put something on, like, I don't know, they'll put a comment or something, and then someone will give an answer. And then someone else will give an answer, and then someone else will give an answer. And I'm like, they've already sorted the problem. Read the first comment, because that's sorted. But then like, it's this. Like, we know it's this because the first person's told us problem solved. And then 3 days later, it's this. We know. Stop commenting. And that post should be taken down.
If you've put a comment on there, every time somebody else comments, you get a notification.
I didn't know that. Yeah,
absolute nightmare.
And that is why we don't have bucket lists.
That's why we don't have. Bucket lists.
Like I said, very tongue in cheek. My opinion is,
live for yourself.
Yeah, do what you want to do, and I appreciate you have your own thingy. Bloody tell
sometimes, though, sometimes your targets be unachievable.
I know you mean.
Do you know, have you seen the Matthew McConaughey speech after he won an Oscar? I can't remember which film he won an Oscar for. We'll watch it after this. Yeah. But it's a good speech, and that's basically saying he's never going to be what he wants to be. He's got to keep working towards what you want to be. And like I say, I was listening to a podcast this week, and it was saying that if you're an Olympian and you win a gold medal or win a medal and don't win a medal, 90% of Olympians or something like that hit depression straight away.
Regardless if they've won or lost?
Yeah, because they've either worked for however many years and not done it, or they've worked for all them years, done it, and then go, where do I go now?
Yeah.
That is a damning fact.
And that's where you go for your bucket list. You have this list of really things to do. If you achieve them, what else you got to do?
Yeah.
What's next? I do think you've got to have something that's going to be.
But then you
bit
might
too
think,
fat.
I've done something, and then that's opened my mind up to something that I never knew before, that I can do that.
Yeah. I am with you, and I just, like I say, for me, it's, I don't know.
My unpopular opinion this week seems really pale then in comparison. But I think this is something that you might agree with me.
Go on, then.
The King pot noodle, overrated.
The King pot. I'm not a pot noodle fan.
I know, this one I knew you were. Right. A pot noodle
It's big enough.
Yeah, it actually is. It's not something that I eat regular, but I needed something quick the other day.
Yeah.
So it was like, I've got one in cupboard, let's just have this. I used to eat a lot of pot noodles, like pack up and stuff, because it was quick and easy.
Yeah.
Didn't cost a lot. And there was a King pot in the cupboard. So I had this King pot. I'm like, same size little sachet. So you've got sort of 25% extra in your cup,
But not enough sauce.
but not more sauce, which is daft. And I ate as much as a normal one, and I'm like, sort of had enough with this now. And you cannot eat one without, you need to wear a bib. to overrated. What do you need a King pot
I'm going to
for?
say, this is like everything, though. Without me getting on my bloody soapbox. we have duo Mars bars. Is one Mars bar enough for you? We have trio bounties. Since when was one bounty not enough? Do you know what I mean? We have double quarter-pound burgers. We now have a double Big Mac. Hang on. We're just greedy. That's what it all comes down. We are greedy.
That's it. That's why we've got high cholesterol.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm greedy. Do you know what I mean? I will happily go for if it's there. I'll go. Yeah, I'll have that. No,
Yeah.
I'm not got a problem. I'm not in my soapbox going. Oh, I don't eat the thing. I'll always go for the bigger option.
You don't get normal sized bags of crisps anymore, do you?
Now I get a grab bag.
Yeah, they're all big bags.
I can't last time I saw a bag that wasn't a grab bag.
Yeah.
Where's normal bags of crisps gone?
R.I.P. normal bags of crisps. That's one for another podcast. Whatever happened to ...
Whatever happened?
normal sized bags of crisps. Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be back again next week if your cholesterol holds out.
And your bits don't swell out.
Yeah. That's it. Job done. I'll see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday, mate.
You keep yourself smiling.
Yeah, I'll try not moaning next week.
I like it.
Last couple of weeks I've just moaned. See you next week, mate.
This is a good way of getting it off your chest.
Is it?
Yeah, don't help with that blood pressure though.
No, it doesn't. I go on raging. Right, see you next week.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_, or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you have provided us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.